1.
Are we live?
Come into my bedroom wall.
Welcome to take number 5.
Take 5. I've done the same thing every time.
Because David apparently made racist comments that Sean doesn't like, so we have to redo everything. We have to redo this now.
It wasn't even racist.
It wasn't racist. But Sean's just like, we don't want to turn into orbs now, do we?
Well, you guys are a little bit sensitive. I'm talking to you people who are watching this.
All I basically said was Sean was white, and he is white. So, I mean, you're white, right?
Wouldn't you like to know? We've hung out.
Okay.
We've hung out a few times. Okay, Intimate ZVX with Stoic, episode 17. He is Stoic Regrets.
He's Stoic Nouveau.
It's been a while, guys. It's been a while. Welcome back.
He was in Kentucky.
I was in Kentucky with the Kentuckites. I think it's called Kentucky, and its residents are called Kentuckites. Kentuckatrons.
Kentuckers. It sounds
Kentuckers.
Alright, so we have a lot of ZvZs this week.
Yeah, ZvZ and a ZvZ, 3 ZvZs and a ZvT as per popular demand. Is that right? ZvT?
Oh, definitely. Is it a ZvT?
Well, we'll figure that out when we get to that replay.
I have no idea. Alright, let's just start.
Let's fade out. First game against RGNslush on Cloud Kingdom.
You want patent time?
Music faded out. Control Shift 2, fading in game.
Yep.
And I find this hilarious because you ask him for practice and he says no. Straight up, I don't think you're good enough to practice.
We're not gonna bring up what happens about this because we don't want to BM Slush.
Not good enough to practice with the Slush Master.
He's French too. Sounds like that.
He's from Montreal. Yeah, we should be friends with him. It's only a quick 6-hour drive.
Well, I tried. I think I ruined it, but I'm not gonna tell the viewers how I ruined it.
Okay, well, I'll as producer and PR manager of Intimate ZVX with Stoic,
You'll reconcile it? Okay.
I'll be the guy who apologizes to all the people David offends.
Oh,
so
man.
who won't even speak to us anymore? I'm pretty sure Tasteless.
A lot of people won't.
Tasteless.
Oh, did I just... Oh, wait. I'll tell you the story after. I was in a practice game with... Okay, you know what? I'll tell you the story, but I just won't put the name in there.
Okay.
Okay? So, I was practicing with this very famous Protoss the other day. And I had to leave after the first game we played. So I played the first game and I crushed him. Very standard. And then the second game... Don't forget, I've never met this guy in my life, right? And there's a whole bunch of people observing.
Yep.
The second game we play, I just 6-pull him because I actually have to leave. But I don't say anything about it because I don't care. I just thought it would be funny. So he holds it off because he doesn't suck. And then I go, bravo, leave, log offline. Then I come on later. And my friends are like, you know how BM that was? They hate you now.
Oh my god, look what you do. Look at now.
To be a joke.
Well, now after this VOD, you're going to have to tell me who I have to smooth things over with.
I'll tell you after. You're going to like this one too. You're going to be like, what? You pissed off that guy? What the fuck? Okay, let's go.
Okay, ready?
Let's go.
3, 2, 1. Regret!
I started, so...
Yeah, I
hope
started.
that- Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so ZvZ on this map. I love 15 hatching on this map. I've been practicing... Not practicing, but I've been templed a lot on this map, and I think I've held it up every time. So very comfortable with 15 hatching. It's very hard to find replays of those because people don't normally do it anymore. So I guess if you guys really wanted to see that, we could specifically do it like between me and Sean. But other than that, you can go through the old ZvZ VODs that we've done. And I've showed how to hold it up.
See
So.
what? Say that again?
10-pull, stopping 10-pull with that.
You know what? I've been playing Protoss for a month, and I come back to Zerg very, yesterday. After I lose my Swift 14 games. I think I'm like 11 and 16 or something, because I won like 10 in a row after that. And I'm still Masters, which is good. But 10 pools are fucking killing me, and so are 6 pools. And you know why? Because I forgot you have to check for fucking spine crawlers. Ugh!
Oh yeah, that
and then I'm
definitely don't let a spine crawler go up.
Every time I see it, I'm like, don't do this. Like, I don't say that, but I'm like, don't do this, because if I see those stupid spine crawlers, you lose. You're six pooling in the Master League. Don't be an idiot. And guys, I swear to fuck, if you're watching these videos and I run into you on the ladder and you fucking six pool me, I will ban you from my YouTube channel. I don't care who you are.
He gets mad.
And I know,
funny,
Idra, I'm talking to you. I know you watch these VODs. You six pool me, I swear to God.
It's okay, you'll never match Idra on the ladder.
What are you talking about? I match him all the time.
I think his MMR is too low for you. See what I did there?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, so the key here to watch is when you're playing against good players who open 14-14 against your 15 hatch, you really want to be dead on the number of lings you make. So we're going to see this game. I do play it quite well in the beginning, which is why I have a nice lead going into the mid game. I play very reactionary, and I think I do build the minimal possible. So here, look, I'm counting in my head. So I say, okay, there are 2 lings here, so I'm only going to build 2. See how I only have 2 here? And I'm kind of waiting. Then I go with 4 because I don't see a hatch. Okay. And I'm going to stop at 4 and be super greedy here and pull 1 off of gas to build a spine crawler. Because you see how his hatch comes now and he's only built 2 lings? It means that even though his speed is earlier than mine, I can actually delay my speed by taking 1 guy off gas so I can have a few extra minerals. Because with low number of lings, speed is not that strong anyways. Like if he's running around my base with 10 lings and he has speed almost 30 seconds before me, that's a danger. I can actually lose 3 or 4 drones, and that's unnecessary.
Now, what do you have to do in that situation? You just block your ramp?
Build more lings and block your ramp, yes.
Okay, and keep rallying your drones to the main instead of the natural, right?
So as you can see, I've stopped at 4 lings, super greedy because I haven't seen anything yet. And this is huge because if you actually look at the production tab right now, I am ahead in drones, and normally 14-14 will be ahead in drones at this stage. So as you can see, I'm building 6 and he's building 2, and this is so good for me.
But
because
the advantage of hatch first is that you're ahead in injects, right? So you will be ahead in drones.
No, I am ahead in drones. That's what I mean. It's really that's why I have such a nice lead going into this game, because I'm so greedy based on what I see him do.
Okay.
So.
Now, why the second spine?
Okay, so like I've mentioned in ZvZ before, you should never ever be too greedy when droning. Whenever you think you've gotten away with being greedy, like for example, I'm not supposed to have a drone lead here, and I'm supposed to build more than just 4 lings. But I only built 4 lings, and I was able to build 6 drones all at once. So in order to be safe and to compensate, I take away that spine crawl. So now if you look at the income tab, you see how it's 27 to 27. Why would I want to be at 29 of 27 right now? You know what I'm saying? You see how I cancel it there? If I was 29 of 27, I have a drone lead. But then let's say he built nothing but lings. I lose. What a stupid way to lose to get a 2 drone lead. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but as you can see, I canceled that spine crawler right away. So playing very reactionary, playing really well this game, which is why I'm going into the mid game with a nice lead. So now the first thing I'm doing is I'm scouting. I'm going straight to this 3rd because I don't see any units. So if you don't see any units, that means he's investing his money into 2 things, either tech or expansions. So it's not expansions, and I saw 2 defensive banelings. So I'm going to assume 2 things here. It's either going to be a mutatech switch, or he's just making those defensively so he can go into roaches. So the first thing I do here is say, okay, he built 2 defensive banelings. I don't see extra gases. I don't see spine crawlers. If he attacks me right now, my roach warner is already done. I can block my ramp, build roaches, and the all-in with banelings will be a fail. So what do? Build nothing and just tech straight, take all my gases. Because I don't need to build anything right now. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's the key of ZvZ, and he's making the mistake here of not kind of reading the situation properly. You see how he's building defensive spine crawlers and going into roach tech? So right here with this scout, I know he's behind. Because what he should have realized is when he scouted inside my base, I was taking a second gas, and I didn't even have any units yet. I had 4 lings, and I hardly even had speed researched. So that should have told him I'm trying to tech. So this game should have been a little bit more even, and he should have probably skipped all these defensive structures that he built for absolutely no reason. And the differences in drones right now wouldn't be 52 to 45. So as you can see, he's playing so poorly at this stage that I'm going to take advantage of this even more. And as you can see, I'm stopping at 4 roaches with all these minerals pulled up, putting down my hydroden, getting double upgrades, and getting my 3rd. Because he's basically showing me, okay, I'm going to sit here and be defensive and be safe. So the counter to being defensive and being safe is for me to be as greedy as I possibly can, because I know that he's not going to attack me. So As you can see, a nice lead of 50 drones to 45. Ahead in tech because my Hydrogen is going up. Going to be ahead in upgrades because he's only upgrading one at a time. So just everything going right for me at this point.
So
really,
far
really
ahead
good.
on supply. That's probably just because he hasn't powered yet.
No, it's because, like I said, all these things accumulating up to this mid game. I've just done everything more greedily, so I was able to catch that drone. That's quite nice because he was able to take out mine. So little trade off back and forth.
Did you take a drone from your main? It took a long time for you to get that hatch down on the third.
Yeah, he took it out, but it's okay. It got evened out. So as you can see, again, what do I see? I see him trying to take a third. So the first thing I do, I build 10 drones. And what does he do when he sees me trying to take a third? Gets an infestation pit and builds 14 roaches. So now he's gonna have more roaches than me, but what is the point? He knows that I'm trying to take a third. I know he's trying to take a third. And his reaction to it is to tech and build units. You know what I mean? And my reaction to it is to say, okay, I'm just gonna build 10 drones. So now 60 drones to 42, huge lead. Just because I'm playing off of reaction, he's making a little bit of a mistake here. And I'm continuing with my upgrades, so...
You almost killed your queen.
Yeah, that was close.
Now,
so
again, I always ask you this.
For me.
You, you double Evo plus Hydra. Can you do that with Infestors, or is that only an option with Hydra?
Actually, I think it's the opposite. I believe that if you go Infestors, upgrades are more important. Because... the bulk of the Hydra's army is dead.
I'm asking you on 4 gases. Can you afford double upgrade plus units plus infestors? Like, how can you?
You can.
But do you only want maybe like 3 or 4 infestors, or some people get like 8 out if they're not?
No, it just depends on how you pull it up, right? Because roaches are cheap to max afterwards. So if you feel safe and you can sit on just 8 roaches, you can get 9, 10 infestors off 2 base easily.
With the double upgrade?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of like It's like ZvT. You know how people do that in ZvT?
Yeah.
Same thing. Obviously, it's not ideal. I want more bases, or I want I want to be able to delay my infestors as much as possible because I get more mining time and whatnot. But okay, so I am going into Hydras in this situation. I did scout his Roach Warren at the very beginning because he built it at the front, so I do know he's going into Roaches. And if he was going into Mutas, it wouldn't be able to do anything at this point anyways. I would just have to switch into infestors a little bit faster. So as you can see, we're the same food supply, but I have a ton more minerals and a ton more gas. Yeah, and just because I was able to play reactionary off of his like way too defensive beginning, so now I have nice 70 drone saturation. He's at 58, so I can pump nothing but units at this point.
And you're going to be way ahead in upgrades because he's off 1 Evo, 1 and infestors.
Yeah, he cannot afford as much as I could have afforded now because he did not play the early game properly. So very, very difficult to get back into ZvZ if your opponent is ahead of you mentally at the beginning of the game, which is why, I'm telling you these basic things, and you're looking at this and you're going, well, oh, you're explaining things like this. You see the guy's taking an expansion. Why did he build 12 roaches and then I built 10 drones? It's sometimes difficult to make these decisions on the fly, especially in ZvZ, because there's so many situations where people do some crazy attack and you just die to it, so you get into the rut of, oh, he might do this crazy attack. I'm just going to build units at this point. But really, it has nothing to do with crazy attacks and whatnot. You just have to understand what can be thrown at you and whatnot. And that's just the key to ZvZ. So, nice harassment here. A little bit of a mistake by me. I knew I was ahead. I could have been a little bit more safe by building more overseers, but I honestly wasn't expecting him to do it this early. Just because normally, if people do infestor play like this, where they actually use their infestors offensively in a risky position like this to actually lose them, it's because they're going into tier 3. So him building roaches basically tells me the infestors are a huge bulk of his army. It's not like he's just massing lings behind this. So like in my opinion, I don't understand why you would risk throwing away your infestors like this, because as you can see how he's losing them here, and he's wasting mining time, but wasting mining time for what? Is what I mean. See, like if I was going lings and infestors to go into ultralisks, then I want to use my infestors now to stall so I can go ultralisks. But he's wasting time so that he can build more infestors that he loses, and to just keep building roaches. So that doesn't really make any sense to me, which is why I wasn't really prepared for it. But whatever. Anyways, a nice engagement here, a nice concave. As you can see, even though he's surrounded me from both sides, hydralisks, as long as they're not being attacked, are oh so powerful.
His infestors were late too. They didn't get to the battle in time.
Yeah, and even then, you can see how the bulk of my army are hydralisks. So the damage output will not be affected by fungal growth, and that's just huge. So basically, at this point, it is kind of a done deal. It's very difficult for me to lose at this point.
He lost all of them.
One thing that people see, this is what I want to say. A lot of people in our VODs have been talking about the difficulty to close games. As you can see, I just won a huge fight. I'm ahead, almost 70 supply. And what do? Continue to expand. You know what I mean? Continue to, tech. Look, I'm even going to put down my 4th and 5th expansion. I guarantee you I'm going to put down my infestation pit soon. Why? Because you want to continue to play out the game. You don't just go and attack right now, because you actually can lose like that.
If you're ahead,
right?
Get more ahead.
Yeah, in retro, yeah, basically, I guess. Goddamn, Artosis.
Artosis does know what he's fucking talking about. Oh my god, he's got his 4th up before you.
Yeah.
But he can't drone that.
Yeah. But as you can see, I'm just putting myself into a position where I can't lose, right? Taking more bases. I should be putting down my infestation pit. This is very sloppy of me not to be putting it down.
Yeah.
Please put it down. What the hell? Anyways, so yeah, continue to tech up, go to tier 3, continue upgrading, yada yada yada. I want to mix in, 3 or 4 infestors into this army if I really was able to get up to that point. But yeah, every trade I make off at this point would just be so cost efficient for me because I have so much banked minerals and he has nothing. So, just a really good fight for me. As you can see, he can only afford 11 roaches. I'm building 21 and 8 hydras at the back. So, very difficult for him to do anything. And this is a nice transition because I was able to transition into more bases, which is the key here. Please put down your infestation pit. What am I doing? My
Who
God.
dangle? Yeah, that was a pretty good engagement. He can't be making drones. He's got to remake his army, right? So
Exactly.
you are still ahead by 10 drones, mining, and bases now.
And as you can see, I never put myself into an all-in situation. That's why you have to continue to expand, continue to tech. God damn it, build my infestation pit. What the hell?
And you're slightly ahead on upgrades. He's 2-1, you're 2-2.
Yeah, but at this point, it's irrelevant because this becomes like a scramble for resources. He needs to get that 4th base up. Upgrades are relevant because he's either going to win or lose here. So I do agree with the situation of him investing it into infestors and not into upgrades. I seriously don't put my infestation pit down. That is really sloppy. Oh, there it is. We didn't have to do a time check this game. That's weird, right? What are you at?
1947, 48, 49. I'll
Top of
pause
50,
at 50. I'll pause at 50.
Okay. All right.
3.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Play.
Perfect.
Oh, slush, slush, slush. What will you do next?
Alright, so as you can see, this is going to be a little bit of a mind game. I see that he's throwing links here. I assume that he's going to be smart and ring around and attack my army over here with like roaches or something, so I'm actually trying to trap him with it. But then I realized, because you see how I see only his infestors there? So I'm like, where are his roaches? But he actually... Oh my god, I was just going to say he's actually not that smart. But okay, that's not what I mean. He just didn't do what I thought he was going to do.
It would have been a good play if he did.
It would have been a good play.
It's not like he has to do it, but...
No.
Now,
But it
are
would've
these
made
lings...
sense,
When
'cause-
people build lings, you know they're... Is that a surefire way to tell they're gas-starved?
No,
Which
it's a
means you're-
surefire way to tell that he's desperate and he's trying to do damage.
Yeah, that's
So as
what
you
I
can see
mean.
here, I don't even have my hydras here, but you're gonna see the power of hydras. It doesn't even matter because,
But you're also... You can remax and he can't.
well, it's like just look. See when the hydras join the fight, it's like a complete landslide. So, yep, and that should be game. There's not much to say about this game anymore. Not only do I have a 4th base, I also have a 5th base secure. So I'm ahead economically and ahead in army and ahead in upgrades. So just secure your win. Continue to upgrade. A lot of you have been, giving me this.
You didn't even go tier 3.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I didn't need to, but that infestation pit was very, very... That should have gone down the minute I won that first fight.
Yeah.
Because if this army that I have here, if I have 3 infestors, then there's absolutely no way I can lose. So, 3 infestors, 20 hydras, and max roach is like the best tier 2 army you can have in ZvZ. So as you can see, this is going to be an easy thing for me.
The
Yeah.
hydras really pay for their weight.
Oh yeah,
gold.
hydras are great. And yeah, good game. Okay.
GG! Bad news, David. We did that whole thing with the banner up.
Serious?
No, I'm kidding. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
Oh my,
on
you're
episode...
still live? God damn it.
That was
See you in the
game
next
1.
video.
Episode 17. We'll see you in game 2.